All right, well, we have a new steering wheel for the Dodge Dakota. Uh, ran to my local junkyard, went yesterday, and I saw this one on the Durango, and I did not have the tools to take it off. So I went back today. It was like $2 to go in the yard, and the steering wheel itself was like 20 bucks. This one's it's in pretty good shape. It ain't missing chunks like my previous one or my current one. So we're gonna swap it out. This year model trucks, the Dakotas, Durangos, and the regular size 1500 Rams, they share the same steering wheel. Actually, they're very similar in the interior as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out, and I'll show you how everything goes. The only thing that I can't find is my center console lid. Somebody went gorilla mode on it, and I'm having trouble to find the replacement lid. I'll call dealerships. I've looked on eBay. I've looked in the salvage yard. Nothing yet. The Durango that I took the steering wheel off had a similar center console, but it was only like the 14-inch lid. And I was thinking about swapping the whole console, but that one had air vents in the back since it's a 4-door. You know, your passengers need AC in the back, but I don't know, I really wasn't digging it. It was nice, but I wasn't digging it because of the air vents. It was just a little bit off, but I almost got it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just keep searching, see if I can find the lid itself, because I like the center console. It's pretty big. I have the subwoofer bass knob in there, so I'm trying to keep it OEM. But let's swap out the steering wheel that I scored at the junkyard, and I'll show you how everything goes. We have to just disconnect the battery. We don't want the airbag popping in our face. And let's do it. So to disconnect your battery, you're gonna have to take off your negative terminal. You can do both, but you'll be okay just disconnecting your negative terminal. Let me get my wrenches, and we can get wrenching on the Dakota. My dad has a party in the background. That's fine. We can live with that. Oh shit, what's the 13? Let me get my 13 All wrench. Right, now that we have the 13mm wrench, let's disconnect the battery. I hate disconnecting the battery because it means I have to hook it up back again, and then I have to reset my radio settings and all that good stuff, and it's pretty aggravating. And this wrench had the ratchet in like this other one, and somehow it broke. And Cobalt or Lowe's ain't even bothered to replace it, but that's fine, we can still use it. So that once that's disconnected, you're gonna grab an 8mm to take off your airbag. All right, so we're in the cab now. We got a little light hanging there. You have to go in the back, and you got 2 bolts on each. We got 1 on each side, a total of 2. You're gonna take it off, and you're gonna take off your airbag. Push your horn, make sure there's no power. And then let me take out the airbag, and I'm gonna show you everything you have to transfer from your old steering wheel to your new one. And especially if you have these volume steering wheel controls for your radio. And mine work, so I got all that wire to work in with my steering wheel controls. So let me take this off, and I will show you what you got to transfer. I really need to invest in the GoPro. I really can't hold the phone and do everything like that, but I will show you. I'm gonna show you everything. I can. The bolts you're gonna take out are 2 8mm. Put them in your cup holder. You don't want to lose them. Pull out your airbag gently, because you got cables back there now. You got your power cable, and can't even disconnect that with one hand. Wow, it's on there. Give me a minute. Okay, so be careful when you're disconnecting this, and you want to pull them from the metal tabs. You don't want to pull them from the wire, because you're gonna rip the wire out of the connector. So you take off that other part, and your airbag's free. Now you want to take off this nut. Same thing when I did the neon video. I don't know if you've seen it. Take off your nut, bust it loose, but leave like 2-3 turns in it. So whenever you're shaking the steering wheel, you rip it off. You don't rip it off and hit you. You don't rip it off and hit you in the face. You know, it's happened. I've almost done it myself. Just be careful. Leave the threads in there and just wiggle it out and pull it. But leave the nut in there, cause it's really possible. Like I said, it almost happened to myself, and I almost hit myself in the face. So let's rip it out. For that, we're gonna use the, I think it's this one too. Yep. So you see how I ripped it out. Put yourself some turns in there, just enough to hold it. And you're gonna wanna shake it until it's completely off. Where can I put the phone to show you? So I need both hands to do this. All right, well, let me see if I can put it right there. Okay, a little bit of strength. If you're weak, don't try it. You're gonna need a puller, but I didn't need a puller. As you can see, it's loose. Let me disconnect my clock spring connectors, and then we're gonna take this to the back of the tailgate and transfer all these little components to the new one. One thing you wanna be careful with is take a picture or remember how your wires run in here. Because if you have short wires like this and you're turning your wheel, or for whatever reason it runs out of slack, it's gonna rip it all out, and who knows what triggers what. And it'll be kind of sad if you're doing like a turn and the airbag just deploys, and yeah, you're gonna go in for a bad day. So take a picture of how your wires run in here, and whenever you install your new steering wheel, use that picture for reference and run them the same way you had them. Okay, well, once the steering wheel is off, you want to transfer all your little buttons to your new one and your back cover. So these are Torx bit little screws right here, and these are Phillips for your back cover. So we're going to transfer all this to the new steering wheel, and you can put it back on. So let me go ahead and swap all that, and I will show you the outcome. These Torx bits are T20. Got tires and screwdrivers, so we're gonna use the impact. I have a T20 socket, and much quicker, but you can do it with a screwdriver. Now when you're putting them on, start them with your impact gun, but finish them off with the screwdriver now, because you don't want to break your controls. You're gonna be in for a bad day. But yep, let's do that. And once I transfer that to a new one, I'll start recording, or I'll start showing you how it's gonna go back. So if you have these steering wheel controls for your radio, it's gonna come out as a whole piece. Your back parting, the Durango that this came off of did not have none of that. So like I said, you need to be careful, see how everything goes, because if you rip one of these out, you're gonna be in for a bad day. And you can always go to a salvage yard and find these, but you don't know which is gonna be working and which it ain't. I'm sure they sell them on eBay too. I've seen them there before, but there's no need to waste a couple of bucks if you're just careful with things. So let's put them back on the steering wheel. I just thought I'd show you that part. And it's gonna go in like so, hopefully. It's gonna be like so. Lord. I know what I'm getting for Christmas, a GoPro. I need a phone stand actually. So let me screw back this on how it's supposed to be, and I'll keep showing you. So we got the back piece already screwed into the metal part of the steering wheel. So our steering wheel controls are on there already. Now Now we gotta screw back the cruise controls and all this little crazy buttons that has, like that. Just make sure they're going smoothly now. You don't want to break them. And you'll put your T20s back in there. Gotta change my drill bit. So, like I said, you want to start it very gently. Don't kill it. Let me do this off camera. All right, so that's the outcome. Everything's screwed back in place. One-piece steering wheel. I don't know if I'm gonna put that cover back on or not. I honestly just put it on because it's missing a piece there, but it should. I don't know. Let me put it back in the truck and see how it looks. I might put it on just due to the fact of my job. So once back in the Dakota or your Durango, whatever you're doing, you want to put that. You want to put this cable on top, like so, and this other one goes on the bottom, like so. I think that's how it is. I need to check my photo. Yeah, it should be like this. And you want to find your dead center. You can always mark it, but my truck just got aligned, so I know I'll park it straight, and I know how it usually goes. Not my first rodeo, but let me push it in place right quick, and I'll show you how it goes. And you actually inspect the grooves as well. It has a little notch in there, at the very top. You can see it right there. So it's only gonna go one way. So if you put it on crooked, you probably messed up your grooves, because it can only go in one way. And there we go. So now you want to find how it goes in that groove. And it went in just like that. So let's put the big nut back on there. And you can torque it. I probably am, just to be on the safe side. But let me do that, and I'll start connecting everything back in, and I'll show you the final result. So I couldn't find anything on Google about specs. Maybe there is something, but I don't got time for none of that. So we're just gonna give it some ugga-duggas with the impact, half-inch drive, and that should hold it in place. So just connect everything back together after you verify your picture that you took, or if you remember anything how it went. And it has that little metal clip. It's supposed to latch on the plastic, like so, right there. Then all this just connects to your airbag, and you repeat the same process when you disassemble it, but the opposite way. Let me put the airbag on. It looks like we got a steering wheel installed now. Got the airbag on, got the buttons on, put the 8 mils back in there, and all you gotta do is just hook your battery back up. And you might want to leave the vehicle or get everybody out the vehicle, because airbags are just surprisingly crazy. Now after you connect your battery back on, give it a little bang so it doesn't leave you at the store thinking truck's failing, but in reality your timer just came off. But tighten it back up. There we go. Go inspect your interior. You got light back in there, and you want to start it, but let's get away from that. Inspect your steering wheel controls. works. Volume works, okay. Seek. Well, there ain't nothing to seek, so. Tuner. Yep, everything works. That's a successful steering wheel install. No airbags were deployed. Nothing was broken. If this video was helpful, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, drop a comment. I think this truck is it's coming together slowly but slowly. Oh, slowly but surely. My bad. Yep, I think I scored a pretty good steering wheel. Now I'm just trying to find the center console lid, but slowly. That Durango that I got the steering wheel off from had this faceplate for the radio bezel. It was wood grain and it was really nice. And when I was pulling it out, it cracked a tiny bit from here. So yeah, it was a complete loss. That glove box handle is a little bit off on the color. I'm trying to find the right color, but for now this would do. The one that I had was broken. This truck was really lacking of care, but it's a good solid truck. It's a good solid truck. AC works, everything works. It's pretty strong. But steering wheel, I'm glad I replaced that already. I'll probably put the cover on. My hands are pretty big and I'm used to grabbing a good healthy steering wheel. I mean, this one's healthy, but I don't know. We're gonna put that steering wheel cover back on and she should look pretty damn decent now. Well guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if y'all found it helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Drop your comment. What y'all want to see next? I'm waiting for those headlights still from the headlight depot. We should be getting them by Tuesday or Wednesday. That's gonna be in a separate video. Let me show you what I did. I had switchbacks on the truck. They were white. My DRLs were white, but when I put my turn signal on, it'll turn orange and white. But that was not the issue. The issue was when it was daytime, of course my lights were not on, so it would only flicker in orange, but it would flicker like a don't flicker. And I'm not really a big fan of amber colors, but if it's LED, it's 10 times better than halogens. Y'all can see the reflection right there. But the other ones, when my lamps turned off, it would flicker like real fast. Like it was just a dumb flicker. I didn't like it. So I went with amber LEDs, and now with my headlights on, it's a really nice constant speed. So that's that. Well guys, that's gonna do it. I'll catch you in the next one.